little bit of progress today. Finally got down to this thing, and I was spinning it around and it sounded pretty gross. So I said, what the hell? Might as well go do it. So here we are. Bearing is a 6305 and a 6306. It's a big boy over there. So we'll get those replaced and put this thing back after a good cleaning and blowing it off a little. Holy crap, this is heavy. Like, it took all my strength to get it from there up to there. But we made it. So I wanted to get as far as getting the stator out, or rotor, whatever, whichever one that is, so that I could get the bearings and get them ordered. But a little bit more progress on this side. I got all of these cleaned up and reassembled, which is pretty sweet. And I also got this thing refurbished. And it's not a perfect fit by any means. I had to chop off a good bit of the boot. It was much bigger than what I had, but I think it turned out pretty well. I basically left it long. I drilled holes through the rubber, or like punch holes through it, kind of strung it all together, tightened it up, made sure there was excess kind of coming out of the edges, and I trimmed that with a razor blade. So it's looking much better. I think last big thing to do on this is to get a hold of that gearbox and see if we can change the oil in it. I do not see any information online about it, but that's gonna have to be a two-person job. But thankfully, this thing has nice access doors everywhere, so I was able to open this side up, get all the nuts taken apart. The wiring is all nice. It's using lugged connections, so it's really easy to take apart. But yeah, figure might as well. This machine is a one and done machine, so might as well just do all the things, get all the bearings, and hopefully that means I don't have to touch it for another 30, 40 years. Pretty exciting. But yeah, I'll get bearings ordered up and keep working on that motor while we wait on the outfeed roller to get shipped back to us. Yeah. Well, a little bit more progress. I took the gearbox out thinking this might have oil in it, and it does not. It has grease. And that was the clump of grease that had basically collected all the way on the outside of this. But the gears don't seem to have any wear or backlash. It's a helical gear, so I guess it's nice that that's the case. I was able to take basically all these parts out. I think all these bearings are fine. They really don't spin very fast at all, so they seem to be in good shape, but I haven't really checked them all. But at least I'll be able to clean out as much of this old grease as I can. I'll repack it with new grease, reassemble it, and that'll be ready to go, which is exciting. I still haven't heard back from when the outfeed roller is getting shipped back, but it should be any day now. Another update is I've got both bearings on the motor off. I had to get a bearing separator kit to get that accomplished, because on one side I couldn't use my regular Polaris to get to the bearing because it was too close. So that's ready to go, which is exciting. We're going out of town this weekend, so I'm gonna leave this in the freezer. So when I come back, that should be nice and cold and ready to get the new bearings on. And we'll be able to put the bearings on, get the motor kind of back together. And then hopefully that other piece comes in. I also had to get some C-clip or retaining clip pliers because the ones I had were kind of garbage, but I was able to take Gearbox out, a nice hole there. So we'll do some cleaning, but yeah, I think I'm pretty close to getting this thing back together. Just a few more steps, and then I assume that the setup process is going to be interesting and fun, and kind of leave a day of work just to get that done. But this reminds me, I got to order these 2 new belts. But yeah, almost there. Pretty exciting. All right, so I got a little bit brave, and I figured, why not? Let's see if I can give this thing a couple whacks to see if this cover would come out. So this is a gearbox that was back there. Didn't really have any place to like unthread it or anything. So I was like, this has to be just pressure fit. So that goes in there on that side. So I got it apart. Pretty exciting. So I'm gonna put this and this in the ultrasonic cleaner. I think I have an extra bearing to replace this. These bearings I think are fine. I gotta clean this up a little bit, but I am pretty sure all these bearings are just fine. But I'm excited. This means that I'm gonna be able to properly grease this. You can see there is almost no grease left anywhere except for right around there. I'm guessing they probably greased this after assembly instead of before, which kind of blows my mind. But yeah, there's not much grease anywhere else. So I'm gonna go put these in the ultrasonic cleaner. And while I'm doing that, I've got both halves of the motor heating up and the rotor in the freezer. I already put the bearings in there. Those drop right in with the combination of freezer plus heat. So hopefully today I will get that completed and assembled and ready to go. And this completed, greased up, assembled, and ready to be put back in. So good progress. As they say, when in Rome. I didn't think I was going to change the bearings, but I started feeling around a little, and one of them didn't feel great. And I said, what the hell? Let's just change them, be done with it. So I took this one out. This is clean, ready to go. And then this is the other assembly thing where the 2 pulleys go. So kind of a weird setup. This is a 6206Z. And then this one has a 6205 and a 6204. And then if we go over here, this other one has 2 6205s. So it's definitely an adventure to get all this crap out. Had to use all the pullers again. But I feel good that everything's going to be nice and shiny and new. So yeah, here's one of the shafts. Trying to keep everything kind of in there. But yeah. So I think I've got the motor done, which is exciting. Everything went well. This vise has come very handy for this project, so it's been awesome. Here's the gear that's all clean and ready to go. I sprayed it with WD-40 so that the insides, that gap there, doesn't corrode from the ultrasonic bath. Just picked these up so I can actually have a proper set. And I picked these up, which have been sweet. These are the gear wrench sockets. Anyways, let's go check on the ultrasonic. So that's the cover, that's the back cover. I got it greased up and ready to go. Now I get to fish around in here. Okay. So just need to get that gunk out. Ooh, that's hot. Hot, hot, hot. But yeah, we'll clean that up. And I think more or less I am ready to go. I think we're gonna come back Saturday and spend the day assembling. I think we should be able to get Gearbox done. Friday, also the outfeed roller arrives, so hopefully that all comes in time. But yeah, I think come Friday or come Saturday, I should be able to start final reassembly, put the motor back in there, put the gearbox back in there, reassemble the gearbox, get new belts on. The other belts coming today. Clean up a little bit more in there, but yeah, I mean, definitely not going to be able to tune it. It's going to be a stretch if we can get it all reassembled. I don't want to rush it, but I think close to being on the home stretch here. So pretty exciting.